Generic greetings, back by, I wouldn't say popular demand, but at least some sort of demand. There was a couple of people who wanted to see more of this one. On the previous episode, we started with the fire starter mech. So we have Colin in the flame mech. We have a meteor mech led by Leda. And we have swap mech, which has got nothing to do with fire, with Bethany in charge as well. So we did quite well. We did 2 of the missions, or maybe even 3 of the missions. We did a couple of the missions anyway, and it was very, very well done. So I thought at least if we get the island finished, then there's some sort of resolution there. By the way, today's beverage is chamomile tea. Now, I've already done the first part of this mission here, and this mission is to basically don't kill the volatile mech. That's the objective. So there's a volatile mech. It is a scorpion, and we cannot kill it. That's the objective. Don't kill it. We've also got a time pod there. Now, I would have done this from the very beginning, but the recording just completely glitched out, which is why we are now starting from here. But hey-ho. So it's already a massive scene of chaos. We have one building destroyed. We have the volatile mech right up in our grill with luckily some shields here, which is okay. And we have a couple of mechs that are all kinds of on fire. So what I want to do is I want to try and get rid of that mech there, and the only way to do that is really to smash it and get it on fire. So we could do that, and then that'll start burning. That's a where is it? That is a shell scion, so it's giving armor to all of these mechs, which is a problem. Now, I can't really move this mech here because we will then... Oh, actually, the shield will then be taken off, so we could probably leave it as is. I want to move that to there, and then I want to hit them with some flame, like so. I then want to whack them with artillery, which will cause a bit of damage there. So there's fire on them, and then these have taken some damage. And then if I want to move this person, I sort of could... but I really, really, really want to go over there. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport those, like so, and it means me losing my shield, but it does mean that that won't be attacked, so we'll end the turn there. We are still going to lose another one of these, which is a shame, but hey-ho, there's the fire. But hopefully, from this point onwards, it should be not smooth sailing, but it should be a lot better. So there's a resist, that's good, that's some luck. You can see they're attacking each other. It's not a huge problem because they have flames on them and such. A lot of these will be dead here, so I'm not worried about that one, or that one. So whatever they do, doesn't really matter to me. It's mainly this thing, which isn't doing anything, so that's fine. So this should be a much easier fight. So this one will be dead, this firefly here. This firefly will also be dead, and this shell scion will be dead as well. So, and that one is attacking, neither is that one. So actually, the one we have to worry about is this one, the volatile Vec. So there is a way to shift that, and quite frankly is just to teleport like so, and then we'd be able to get that. The problem is that I really still, like I say, want to get that thing over there. So what I'm going to do is head down to... I could stand there and then fire. I think that's the best option, just do that, which is going to do that. That's fine. And then go there, and then that'll just push them around more. And at least we've got this guy close to there. And then all we'll do is swap, which means they're going to attack the one with shield, so we shouldn't lose anything here. So there's the fire damage on the shell scion, which is stopped their shields. And there we go, there's the attack. And now they're just going to be moving on and attacking. So this should be a fairly easy fight. So we have actually not as easy as I thought. Last turn here, so we need to get this done. Don't want that to attack that. Don't want that to attack that. Is there any way I can sort this? There is, but is there a way I can sort it without losing one of these? I really want that there. That gives us... That time pod will give us something. I don't think there is a way for me to get that pod and not potentially lose something. This one's easy. All I do is go there and swap. So that one won't be doing anything. This one... oh! No, this can work. Right, I've got it. So I'll get that. I swap that. I get the artillery to do that, which sets fire to myself, but I'm immune to fire. But it does push back that one into the mountain, which frees this person, which means I can happily do this and then hit them with a bit of fire, and then they're on fire, and then we end the turn, and then they die of the fire. Cool. Not bad at all. So, well, I've prepared you to kill all of the Vec in the region. Well, you specifically told me not to. So we have the time pod, and we didn't kill the volatile Vec. And in the time pod, we have a phase beam, which is a brute class weapon. Shoot a projectile that phases through objects. I've never seen that one before. And we have a reactor core, which is useful as well. So let's go over to these mechs, and we can start, if we wanted to put some more things on here. That's good Vulcan artillery. That gives us backburn. So light the tile behind the mech on fire. Extra teleport range. I think. I think backburn. Backburn is quite useful. You can potentially get 2 targets with it, that's why. Okay, so we now have a total of 3 options here. We've got Razor Shore. So one of our Earth movers is filling in a chasm created by malfunctioning stabilizers. Make sure it stays in one piece. So there's the Earth mover, and what it does is it says fills in the chasm. That would be good for us. In its current form, this map is terrible because we use a lot of fire, and fire has to, well, hit land, and guess what? There ain't enough there. So we want that to create it. So that'll be harder when we start. It'll be quite difficult, but it'll be easier as we progress on. But there will be a lot of flyers. We've got the turbine. Oh god, turbine sinks, which is defend the train. Now I've probably lost almost all of the train missions. I find it horrible and just impossible to do. I think I've completed maybe 1 or 2 train missions. The rest I have completely failed at, so we're not even going to look at that. And we also now have the D-CM test site, which is one of our meteorological stations has reported Vec converging on their location. Intercept them, but beware of the weather. It rains lightning. Climate change. So, end the battle with less than 4 mech damage, protect the emergency batteries, and there's a lightning storm. That would give us some power grid, and I think that has really sealed the deal because we do need some power grid. They have 2 fireflies and 1 scorpion, and because of that, 1, 2, 3. I'll place them there, and then the swapper there. Okay, so let's just see how we get on. So end with less than 4 mech damage and protect emergency batteries. So we have to help those people. There's where the lightning's going to go. It looks like the... Oh, that's an interesting one. Looks like the power station is there. That's emergency batteries, sorry. It looks like the Scorpion isn't firing, which is excellent. We need to move because that's lightning and that would kill us. So, how do I want to proceed? Well, this one, I have a plan. I'm going to go there. And I'm going to swap with that one, okay? And that means that we could potentially get some more damage out. The reason I'm doing that is so it blocks this. And they take some damage. But I need to start getting some fire out. If I go there, that'll cause a lot of damage to them. They'll actually push them, won't it? I think that's the play. Fire to there. Swap there. And then... I go here. And then artillery there. Which is going to push me out of the way. Don't really mind. It is, however, going to set fire to this one. And then... hit these two, which pushes them and takes some damage. I'm going to take damage on each of these, so maybe that's not the play. But the fire will kill one of them anyway. It'll kill that one. Oh, maybe not. Oh, because it's only taking 1 damage. My mistake. It's going to take another one with the hit. So those two are definitely dead next turn. So I only need to worry about the scorpion and this one this turn. There we go. Another damage. And we've got a shield scion. Perfect. So there's the lightning. They're going to come in and they're attacking me. They're attacking that, but they're on fire. And those are attacking me, but they're on fire as well. So the ones to worry about are this fella. And that's it, really, now that I think of it. So I could, if I want to... Ah, darn it, yes, I can't shoot the flame mech because of the smoke. I could go there and shoot there, which would kill one of them and myself eventually, so that's not a good thing. We could do that, which will set that fella on fire and push me out of the way. That is the better long-term goal, which we will do, and puts fire there as well. So I can now move with this one, and I will... go there and swap. Then I'll move there, and then I'll hit them with flame. Okay, so that's a lot of flame around already, but that should be no damage taken. And only 2 spawns, which one of them will be set on fire. Oh, and the lightning killed them anyway. Good grief. Okay. Perfect. So there's the spawns. So we got a flyer. And we got lightning everywhere. Okay. Right. That's fairly easy. When it comes to blocking, I know... I'm not too sure how much you're familiar with the game. But when it comes to blocking damage, you might think, oh, just block all the damage. Well... block all the spawns, rather, and that causes damage. It is possible. You can either block it with the Vec, the enemy, or you can block it with yourself. And that prevents spawning. But the thing is, you only get experience from killing. So you actually want them to spawn. And also, when you block them, it keeps that there. And then they'll spawn eventually anyway. So it can compound the issue. So, this guy's on fire. But he's not going to... Oh, actually, he's dead. He just doesn't really realise it yet. Fire damage first, then the environment. So that fella's dead. So... I'll do that. I'll do that. Which kills that Vec. There we go. Shield has dropped, but it doesn't matter. And we got a promotion. And this one, we can go... Doesn't really matter. I mean, we could... Let's just go there. When in doubt, get near the centre. And, can you not repair? Ah, you can only repair on yourself, sadly. Okay. So, fire. There's a bit of fire. There's a bit of fire. And then lightning. 1, 2, 3. Kill, which we get experience shared. And they hit the ground. And we've got a fly that's now on fire. Is it a wasp? I think it's called a wasp. Hornet. And a firefly, which is now on fire. So again, I'm not really too worried about what happens here. So, I have a bit of a problem. I want to... That one's dead and that one is not dead yet. You can see it's on fire, and both of them are on fire. So the fire's going to kill that hornet there, and that one will be on 1 damage. That firefly is just firing that way. I'm in no real danger of anything dying unless I really mess it up. So I want to be able to do as much damage to that as I can. And the way to do that would be to probably swap, and then he can hit it and there'll be fire damage, and there will be a... No, it's not going to work that way. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill that. 3 damage in one go. These don't do direct damage very quickly, and this is the last turn. So it would be hitting into our own mechs or them. And the way to do that would be to push it that way. And we can't do that because this is full of smoke, and even if I can get there, I can't fire. So the only way to do that would be to get rid of the smoke, which would be to use this to set that on fire, which, oh, would push it. Oh no, we can get the kills. That's it, that's the call. So that does that. That goes to there, which causes more hitting and fire. And then, I mean, do we really need to do anything else? No, we'll just go to there and... haven't done anything. What health are on? 1. It doesn't matter, I'll just teleport to there. Just to say that I've used my teleporter. So there's more fire damage. There's more fire damage with a level up, and then we have to finish the sequence of events, which is the storm and the lightning. So protect the emergency batteries. Yes, check, we've got that done. We get a power grid, which is sorely needed, and we also get, I believe, the take less than 4 damage. There we go. So if we continue that, we got +2 mech HP, new skills, and +3 grid defense. And now, warning, seismic activity, corporate HQ. So, we now have +2 mech HP. Wow. That is a tank, isn't it then? This thing now, we can just charge it in wherever we want. So... not sure. Well, +2 grid defense, +3 grid defense. That's just passive. The question is, do we want to shift this person into a different mech? Well, this mech's already got. It's got 5 health now. They were originally in here. So 4 health, 3 health, and 3 health and a shield. That's a bit more balanced. Okay, right, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. So, no reactor cores. We have to now fight the last boss. And it's a spider boss. Okay, a Vec abomination has been sighted. It's spawning a horde of Vec spiders and attacking RST tower. We need your mechs now. Vet threat detected. Destroy spider leader, 1 star. Protect the corporate tower, another star. Let's go. They have a Hornet, and they have the Spider Leader. Spider Leader is terrible, because they have 6 health, I think. 2, 4, 6, yes. And they spawn these eggs. And the eggs, when they fling them, web you, and then after that they will hatch, and it's all kinds of bad. So let's place the guys near the front, I think, like that. And we will do what we can. So I assume that the spider is going to start webbing out when it moves. So, oh, there's the spider spawn, and there's that moving there as well. It looks like the spiders are shifting too. Alright, there's the webs. Right, so how are we going to do this? Well, I cannot move around. Oh, I can move here because I can apparently go through things. Is because it flies? I think it might be that. So we need to protect that, and the best way to do it is probably do that. That will kill that one, but it will sadly not kill that one. The way to do that would be to go there and then set that on fire, but I really want fire as soon as possible on that, and pushing that back would prevent that spawn. That is a possibility. Going back here, doing that, would push those out. Right, okay. But it's still going to attack the corporate tower, and that's not what we want at all. Pushing that back, setting it on fire, and blocking a spawn would be very, very useful this turn. What's my other options? I could do that and then jump around, which means that would get blocked by a spawn. Oh, actually, that is a possibility. It's all to do with this tower, and I think the priority is getting that on fire and saving that tower. The grid, yes, I do need to protect it, but that's a secondary at this point. The other option is just kill all of these, which that would kill one spider. And that would kill another. In fact, that would kill all three of those, wouldn't it? Now that I think about it. That would kill that one. And if I fling that one there, it'll kill all three of those. But then that is still doing its own thing. But that kills three in one go. And then I can, if I wanted to, I can get that over here and then swap around. But I won't be able to kill the spider, the leader. Because I need to go forward and get that set on fire right now. That would cause 1 fire damage and 1 from the pop-up. The other option is to go to there. Do that, which doesn't kill it. That, which would be bad. Or I could go to there, swap like that. Which would allow me to then fire 1 onto there. Which would set it on fire, and then the pop-up would kill it. But we would still be short on these 2 spiders. You know what, on balance, I really didn't want to have to do this, but I think it is the best course of action. So 1, 2, and then 3, and there we go. So there's one of the spawns blocked as well as one of the eggs destroyed. Right. And that's going to web me. Oh no, it doesn't web, just spawns. Oh, that's much better actually, better than I thought. Right, so how do I want to progress with this one? Again, we really need to get that thing on fire. I just think at this stage it's fairly limited now. Don't think we're going to be able to do that, and this is well out of position. So is there a way I can get that? Well, I can kill that one there, right now. That isn't possible. That isn't a problem. Killing that, though. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. Firing flame on my own mech will do nothing because I'm immune to fire. However, it will set fire to that tile, which is always useful in this build. Kill that spider egg. Hit that scion, which will then kill that egg. Right? 2 eggs down. I want to... Can't get where I need to go. I want to swap with them. Ah, they can't go to there. Ah, darn it. Reset turn. Okay. Right, so I'll still think that was the right call. That there. Okay. We'll go to... No point in flaming the mountain. Won't do anything. We need to get that on fire. If I can get them down to there, I'll be able to set them on fire. I'm gonna have to do that, aren't I? So there's fire and a damage, and they're trapped in the corner. But we're gonna get 2 spawns plus a spider spawn. Oh, it's all kind of bad. And we've got the scion, and it can jump naturally. Please don't spawn eggs. Please don't spawn eggs. It has jumped, so it shouldn't do. It does it at the end of the turn. That's just dandy. Right, we're really up against it now. So, that's the natural course there. Doing that will cause immediately both of them to essentially be killed, because that one will be on fire, that one will be dead. So that protects those two. I can then potentially... Why would I do that, though? I can't cause damage. This is the only guy that can cause damage, you see, just by pushing. If I bring them down to there and do that, that will push them out of the way and cause one of them. It's not a terrible idea. What's this fella going to do? What's he doing? He's attacking there, is he? Still think there's the best option, because we're going to get 2 for 1. Doing that would swap, and ooh, that could be a thing. Doing that, swapping him to there, would mean that when I, or if I brought this one to there and did that, it would push this egg and destroy the egg and damage to them. And it means no damage elsewhere. It means a bit of damage to me, I'm not too bothered about that. Right. So I won't take any damage, and neither will any of the grid. But we are going to be up against it this next turn. Right. See, the armor doesn't matter in any shape or form, because we only do damage with fire, which armor doesn't protect against, and we do damage with pushback, which armor doesn't protect against. So I don't really care about any of that. The problem now is that I don't think we can do enough damage to that thing to kill it. Although, yes, we can. We can, but what is the cost? The cost is at the cost of 2 grid minimum, and that. If we do that, it would almost certainly knacker up the corporate tower, so we can't be doing that. I'm not happy to lose a grid, but I'm willing to lose a grid in this instance. If we do that, it's just going to kill 2 spiders. I don't really care. If we move it to there and do that, we will save that side. Oh, hang on. I think I've got it here. Okay. Might not be the player, but it's a player. I move the flame mech with Bethany Jones there. I will absorb the damage from this firefly, and I could fire back, which would cause flames on them. No, sorry, that's wrong. I use flames on this one to the right, which pushes them to there, which means their attack is primarily, the main reason doing this, not on the corporate tower, so the corporate tower will survive. However, they will be there, and then they'll kill that fire scion, and it means we just get a bit of experience. We still have this to deal with, which is a problem, and the way I would deal with that is by moving to there and then swapping, which means that when this little spider attacks, it will kill its mother, which is really dark. And then finally we've got this to deal with, which quite simply we will put, well, we could go to there, and then we could do that. Or we could do that actually, and then it would kill both. It's going to be the call in it. So I'm going to move there. I'm going to do that. Boom. There's 2 damage. This one. To there. And there, swap. And that's it. There might have been a better way of doing it. If I was a better player, I'd be able to figure it out, but I think that's reasonable. Oh, they're armoured! No! I forgot about the order! Damn it, the attack, that was not first. Ah! Yeah. Sorry. I balls it up. Ah. Oh, well. Well, we've got not a perfect island. We've done all but one of them. I forgot about the attack order, and the attack order was not them attacking them. Yeah. I assumed that when that spider was going to be attacking... Well, actually, I'll be honest. When I saw that spider was going to be attacking, when I moved them there, I forgot about the armor entirely. And then just as I ended the turn, I thought the sequence... But the sequence was wrong. But we've got no grid loss. We've not got the spider destroyed, but we have got a corporate tower, which is nothing else. Brings up the sequel and a really good revenge plotline. And there we go. The region is secured. We can now spend the reputation. We have all types of stuff. We've got a grappling hook, which is for a brute class weapon, which we don't want. Speaking of that, I'm going to sell this one, which gives us corporate reputation. We have boosters, which is any class, a jump forward and push adjacent people away. That's pretty good. Aerial bombs for a brute class weapon, and wind torrent, which is push all units a single direction. Weird. I think we will buy 2 core, and I will buy a power grid. There we go. And we'll check our mechs. What do we want? Extra range will be very good. Yeah, there we go. We've already got backburn and extra range on that one. There we go. So there's our mechs. We will leave the island, and we will leave it there. That's been a little bit more of Into the Breach. I am getting used to these mechs, and I'm quite liking them. So, still, the swap mech has been useful. It's been more useful this episode than the last one. Swapping them into each other's way to use the pushbacks, that didn't really occur to me. When I first saw it, I thought that it was to do with swapping them and putting them in the fire, but obviously if you plan it ahead, you can swap them so that when you use the artillery that not only sets fire to the tile it lands in, but also pushes things back, it means that you're going to get more splash damage. And with now Bethany, well, Bethany's always had the shield, but having the shield is been very useful for them. So we've got 3 health. This is on Flame Mech. 3 health with 1 shield. We've got 3 health with no shield, but they're the artillery. They almost never get hit and they're out the way. And then finally we've got 4 health with no shield. So that's pretty good. We've also got extra grid defense. We've got 21% grid defense. So there we go. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed the video and a little bit more of Into the Breach. It is something that I really enjoy, highly recommend, but I know is not for everybody. If you want to see more, then let me know. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed the little excursion onto RST Island and our nice completion. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.